Today, we are taking a moment to recognize the accomplishments of the Efrat organization in general and of Mr. Wally Stern, one of its main pillars, and of its president, Dr. Eli Schusheim, in particular. Unfortunately, in the state of Israel, there are currently close to 50,000 abortions a year in Israel. Now, for Israel, that is like losing an entire city every year, year after year. Many of these abortions are done out of economic concerns and could really and can be prevented. The Efrat organization under Dr. Schusheim, who has run the operation for the past 40 years, has been able to save about 1,500 babies a year. And today, we are celebrating not only these accomplishments of the past 40 years, which is around 70,000 babies in all, but also it happens to be our 40th year anniversary.
Efrat is an amazing organization. Dr. Schusheim and Wally, you're being honored today, and I want to join in that honoring of you. And what really touches me about your efforts over the years is the lives that have been saved.
Efrat's foundational premise was that all of us are God's children, and each child that he sends to us has the imago Dei, the image of God, stamped on his or her soul.
I really want to, without any further preamble, to celebrate Chairman Wally Stern for all that you have done. God bless you. And Dr. Eli Schusheim for having stayed with it, stayed with the stuff, stayed with the program for 40 years. This is amazing. And I just would encourage you to go on from strength to strength, from faith to faith, from glory to glory, for there are many more things to do, and I think we all are encouraged to do more for you and to do more with you in the days and weeks and months ahead.
Mr. Hellman is now being presented by Dr. Eli Schusheim a special plaque in recognition of your special support to Efrat.
It becomes very, very difficult for us to say, oh, we're going to defend your right to your religion, but we're not going to defend your right to life. So I think you have to start at the very beginning, because all the other rights really don't, it's hard to figure out how we get to these other rights if you don't exist. So, but I appreciate the work you do, and this is a town in which that's a minority opinion. And so you need to talk to your legislators. You need to, if you believe as I do that the origin of life is something very special and from our Creator, make sure that your representatives know that. And but I want to thank Ezra and thank all the group for inviting me.
Dr. Schusheim has become much like a new uncle at all our family simchas and events. And therefore, in order to introduce Mr. Wally Stern, I will now call upon none other than Dr. Eli Schusheim, Efrat's president, to deliver what I expect to be a very special and very moving personal address to honor and introduce Mr. Wally Stern. Mr. Wally Stern works for the Efrat organization both by day and by night, just to save as many lives as possible.
40 years ago, when it was legalized abortion in Israel, and I, as a surgeon, 13 years, the medical centers in Yerushalayim, Shari Tzedek and Hadassah, after I was involved in the Six-Day War in 1967, and the Yom Kippur War in 1973. When I heard that we are losing so many children, in this time it was written that we are losing 60,000 abortions a year. I was shocked. I decided to be involved to save lives. But this is the reason that I decided to be a surgeon. And I thought that this is the field in which we will be able to save more lives. We will be able to dream that after 40 years we will hear in the Capitol and celebrate 40 years during Efrat organization had the possibility to save over 70,000 unborn children.
The Efrat organization, as I mentioned before, although all what we have done has really been the accomplishment of Dr. Eli Schussheim. However, there have been a few key people who on the way have made it possible. None perhaps as significant as Mr. Wally Stern. Before we listen to him say a few words, I would like everyone to know that he is personally responsible for saving the lives of more than 6,000 Jewish children.
This moment is very special, even historical, for all of us at Efrat, standing here on Capitol Hill, honoring 40 years of life-saving activity. 10 years ago, you honored Efrat's president, Dr. Eli Schussheim, for his phenomenal achievements. Today, it is with both trepidation and pride that I accept the honor bestowed upon me. Trepidation because I am acutely aware of the magnitude of the unfinished job still ahead of us.
And on behalf of the Zionist Organization of America, ZOA, wish to commend and congratulate Efrat on its 40th anniversary, especially the incredible work of Dr. Eli Schussheim and Wally Stern. It's unbelievable what you guys do, what you accomplish.
Special recognition to Dr. Eli Schussheim and Dr. Wally Stern. That it's astounding that through your efforts, over 64,000 Israeli children have been saved from abortions. It's fantastic. That is a remarkable feat, and many of those children have had the chance to grow up and realize their God-given potential. We need more groups like yours in this world.
I think part of Efrat's success is the fact that the women and the children that benefit from Efrat do so because they feel the warm embrace of Efrat. And people like Dr. Schussheim and Wally Stern and all these volunteers that work there, they feel the warm embrace, they feel the love, and they feel the sincerity and the devotion and the commitment, and that gives them the inspiration and the courage and the confidence to go on and enjoy the blessing of life.
I know you're honoring Wally Stern, director in Brazil, and Ward to Frank, but let me just say thank you for all you're doing, because as those children want to live, they're drawing their strength and their life from you. Every one of them that you saved, they're drawing their strength and life from you. Don't quit. You do that in Israel, and I promise you the United States of America will be a better country for it. Thank you very much.
Rabbi Baruch Eliyahu Waldschliter from São Paulo, Brazil.
An orphan is a child that doesn't have parents. A nation orphan is a nation that doesn't have children. If we don't want to be an orphan nation, we have to raise children. And that's what Efrat is doing.
Efrat's counselors and volunteers persuaded many pregnant women who planned an abortion that pregnancy is a gift from God, and the unwanted pregnancy of yesterday can become the most beautiful and beloved baby of today. Dr. Schustheim and Mr. Stern, I think this is the best match ever done.
Mr. Ariel Cohen.
We cannot fix the world, but we can fix our personality. If we fix our personality, the world will be fixed automatically. You want to become a hero just like Batman or Spider-Man? You are my real heroes. You are the real heroes. Thanks to all, and thanks for Mexico, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you.
The Honorable Alcides Montiel, Deputy Chief of Mission and Minister Counselor of the Embassy of Nicaragua.
Estas dos personas que pueden ser ejemplo de humanidad. Muchas gracias, Dr. Schustheim y Dr. Wong. Es un placer.
Dr. Eli, Bali, thank y'all so much for what you have done, for this organization has done. And as you go forward, it is always not the word that many times is left. It is the action and how you do it that will impact eternity. The question is, are we going to find more who are willing to impact eternity with their actions and not just their words? Thank you so much.
May Hashem bless all of you and bless America. Thank you.